Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. This is Muhammad Abdul Karim. In our today's session, I am going to discuss about the line diagram of the marine refrigeration system, which is used in the onboard ship. Okay. Here you see there are mainly two plants. This is the plant number one, and that is the plant number two, which is both of them is used in the parallelly. Okay. Now this is the compressor number one, and this is the compressor number two. Similarly, we can see this is the condenser number one, and that is the number two condenser. Then this is the lube oil charging cock of the number one compressor, and that is the lube oil pressure switch. Sorry, this is the lube oil pressure switch, and that is the differential pressure gauge, and that is the discharge pressure gauge. This is the controller switch, that means the high pressure and the low pressure cutout switch. Okay, so why this differential pressure gauge, that means the differential pressure switch is used. The main purpose of this differential pressure switch is to measure the sum pressure and the suction pressure. If the sum pressure and the suction pressure is less than 1.4 bar, then it trips the compressor. So the compressor gets suction from the evaporator line, that means from the evaporator. Then it compressed the refrigerant. When it compressed the refrigerant, after that it discharges the refrigerant through the discharge line, and it goes through the oil separator switch. So why this oil separator switch is used? The oil separator switch mainly used if our system refrigerant has any types of oil from the compressor, then it separate the oil from the refrigerant, and it sends to the compressor again. Then the refrigerant is comes to the condenser. The condenser is condense the refrigerant by the seawater, not directly actually seawater. It condense the refrigerant by the fresh water. Okay, this is the, here we see, that is the purging cock of the condenser, and these two valve is the safety valve. Both of them are is safety valve, which is connected to the atmosphere line. Atmosphere. Okay. So when the refrigerant is cooled by the seawater, then this cold refrigerant will come down through the filter, then dryer, then it goes uh, through the side glass, and it comes through the heat exchanger, then it reach to that portion. Here we see the liquid charging valve. Why this liquid charging valve is used? So by this liquid charging valve, we can charge the refrigerant like R402 or R22, which is used in our system. When this refrigerant is comes to that portion, then it goes to the four separate compartment. This is the compartment number one, this is the compartment number two, and this is the compartment or chamber three, and that is the compartment number four. In our ship, there are four compartments, which is meat room and fish room, then vegetables room, and then dairy room. Meat room and the fish rooms shall be maintained the temperature minus 20 degrees Celsius. So I am going to discuss one of them. And then the vegetables room and the dairy room maintain the temperature plus minus 4 degrees Celsius. Again, why this heat exchanger is used? What is the purpose of the heat exchanger? So the main purpose of the heat exchanger is to transfer heat from one flowing substance to another flowing substance of lowering the original temperature. Okay, then suppose our system refrigerant is comes to that portion, that means the mid room, then it goes through the solenoid valve, and then thermostatic expansion valve. This is the thermostatic expansion valve. So how this thermostatic expansion valve is operated? This thermostatic expansion valve is operate according to the condition of the evaporator. When the evaporator is heating up, at that moment the thermostatic expansion valve is open. Then the much amount of the refrigerant will flow or will go through the evaporator chamber. I already forget to say this is the fan, cooling fan. That is, these are cooling fan which is used as the second cooling medium. Okay. Then when the evaporator is cooling down, then thermostatic expansion valve shut off the solenoid valve. Then the refrigerant will return to this line, and it comes through the thermal exchanger. Then it goes through the uh, compressor suction. Okay. So here? Why this in the meat room and the in the vegetables room and the dairy room we can see all of them, all of the equipment is same as like as the meat room and fish room, but there is another valve which is called back pressure valve. You can see here. So why this back pressure valve is used in the thermostat in the vegetables room and the dairy room? Basically, these back pressure valves, I mean, the main purpose of that back pressure valve is to maintain a certain temperature. Okay, so that's all today. Thank you to all. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.